I'll see who it is. Alan, it's a basket of groceries.
Oh, is that back again? Well, don't pay any attention to it. It's a mirage.
The boy says they're for us. He's from the store around the corner.
Oh, you mean they finally cashed them? Oh, bring them in. Bring them in, yeah.
Hello, Mr. Downs.
Who could have sent them?
Aunt Sophie.
You said she was in Maine, communing with nature.
No, commuting.
Oh.
She's back now. Where's the can opener?
But how did she know which was the nearest grocery store?
Well, she's a kind of psychic. Why, that woman's famous for her Egyptian egg readings. You give her a real old egg, and she can
there's
tell you all.
something peculiar going on around here. Aunt Sophie sends us furniture, flowers, cigars, everything, just when you want it.
I got another load downstairs.
Boy, who ordered these things?
An old lady with a black bonnet, didn't she?
No, sir.
There, you see?
You ordered them. And the boss said to tell you he's sorry he wouldn't cash your check.
What check? What are you talking about?
Well, I got an advance on my new book.
You did? Oh, Alan, that's wonderful.
Well, I wanted it to be a surprise.
The boss says, how was he to know you were president of the Downs Furniture Company?
Furniture?
You look like just another chiseler to him. And
No,
he was...
so step aside a minute. I want to look at the labels on these chairs.
Is there anything else I can do?
You mean you've missed something? Get out of here before I break your neck.
Alan, come here. I'd like to speak to you.
Shh. I have an inspiration.
So have I.
Dear, you mustn't talk. I need absolute silence when I'm wooing my muse.
So you wanted to be in the furniture business. You'd work hard. They'd make you president in no time.
Oh, I am a happy daffodil.
How can you sit there and ridicule my faith in you? You've been lying to me all the time.
Well, it was because I love you. You wanted to marry a poet, so I gave up everything to become one.
Except Aunt Sophie. Well, you can just live with Aunt Sophie because I'm gone.
Oh, Ruth, don't go. Don't. It's only that I loved you so much. What else could I do? I've been in the furniture business all my life. I don't know anything else. But you wanted poetry. There's no poetry in furniture. What had I to offer except a pretense? A chair, a table, a loathsome davenport, sticks of wood nailed together by a craftsman's hand. No lyrical tenderness, no richly flowing line, no soul that seeks to express itself, no spark of the divine.
Alan, you are a poet.
Who? Me?
I never heard you talk so eloquently. Oh, I knew I married the right man.
But I'm not poor. I have money in the bank, and I don't live in an attic. I have a penthouse apartment. Could you be happy there?
Silly. Of course I could. We women are poets, too. We have imagination. I'll pretend it's an attic. Come on, dear. Let's get moved as quickly as possible.
But
Bring the typewriter and paper. You'll want them. Because when you come home from work in the evening, tired and exhausted, I'll see to it that you have nothing else in the world to do but...
Yes?
Write poetry.
Darling.
Congratulations, Fay Wray, on a beautiful performance, and also Mr. Gale Gordon. Now that lovely Louisiana chili... Connie Boswell returns with a grand western song, Tumbling Tumbleweeds. Connie?
See them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely but free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. Cares of the past are behind. Nowhere to go but I'll find just where the trail will wind, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. I know when night has gone, that a new world's born at dawn. I'll keep rolling along. Deep in my heart is a song. Here on the range I belong, drifting along with a tumbling tumbleweed. ride along and sing a tune. Way out yonder, I'll keep rolling along. Deep in my heart is a song. Here on the range I belong, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds, drifting along, drifting along with the tumbling.
With a very helpful suggestion for that certain young lady in our audience, who this very evening said...
Well, that settles it. John is out of sorts again, and all because the coffee wasn't good. I'll get a new coffee maker, that's what I'll do.
Now, just a minute, young lady. Why not first find out whether your coffee pot is really to blame? Many coffee failures are due to the coffee itself, often to the way it was ground. To make good coffee, day in and day out, it's just as important to use the right grind of coffee as it is to use the right kind. You see, today, with all the different ways of making coffee, even the very best coffee, ground one all-purpose way, couldn't give you the most in flavor or economy. Why? Well, let me explain. When you make coffee correctly by the drip method, the water passes through the coffee just once. Now, that means unless the coffee you use is ground just fine enough, the full coffee flavor won't be extracted completely, no matter how much you use. And that's just why Maxwell House comes in a special drip grind. A grind you can always trust to give you clear, full-bodied, flavorful coffee in any type of drip or glass coffee maker. But if you make coffee in percolator or coffee pot, you know the water comes in contact with the coffee not once, but many times. This means you need the regular grind Maxwell House to stand up in the longer brewing and give you the rich, satisfying coffee you should expect every day. Drip or regular, just choose the Maxwell House grind that's right for your way of making coffee. Discover in Maxwell House the extra flavor and economy of perfect coffee, perfectly ground. Your husband may not be the enthusiastic kind, but I'll wager he'll say something like this.
Gee, honey, this Maxwell House coffee is tops every time.